Hello, my name is Khoudia and I will be making polymer slime today and explaining the magic, aka the science behind it. For some context, the slime I will be making consists of glue, borax, water, and food coloring. To make the slime, I will first pour the glue into the orange plastic container, then I will add a bit of borax and water into the glue a little at a time and then mix and do so again. After mixing, I will add my blue food coloring to make it pop. Now it is time to mix and see it come together. So as you can see, I'm mixing the slime right now, but it isn't really turning out the way I wanted. Sure, it's coming together and sticking together, but it's very tough and almost like plastic. So I'll just go on to explain the science behind it. So, slime is made through a chemical reaction between polyvinyl alcohol in the glue and borate ions in the borax. The reason why the slime is able to come together is because the borate ions help link the long polymer molecules to each other so they cannot move or flow as easily as seen in the image to the side. This is why it's called polymer slime. The long polymer molecules are also known as polymers, which are long chains of molecules that bind together when the ingredients blend. As for the water, water assists the polymer molecules in sliding past each other so that the slime can flow. If you let the water evaporate, your slime will become very stiff like a piece of plastic. This shows that the process of making slime is a chemical change because of how the ingredients and molecules in the reactants combine to make a new substance, aka the slime. However, when I added the blue food coloring, that was a physical change since no new substance was created. The physical color of it only changed. Now that I have explained the scientific process of making the slime, I will now be going more in depth on the ingredients so that you understand what exactly the ingredients are like. As I said above, polyvinyl alcohol is an ingredient often found in basic glue and is a polymer. A polymer is any substance that is composed of very large molecules, which are also called macromolecules, and macromolecules are multiple groups of simpler chemical units called monomers. The image to the right is of a polymer chain. As for the borax, borax is an ionic compound. An ionic compound is any compound of a large group of chemical compounds consisting of oppositely charged ions, wherein electron transfer or ionic bonding holds the atoms together. Since my slime didn't turn out the way I wanted it to, I will just post a clip
And that's just because this
of
one,
how it was supposed to
as thick as it
actually
is, which it's
turn out.
insanely thick, it's gonna need longer to sit. But I mean, it literally doesn't move. Look at it. It's not even moving. It just sits there. Very holdable. It is just so thick. It's a great slime to play in your hands without worrying if it's gonna ooze anywhere. This one is so much thicker. It's almost like a gum-like. If you want a slime that's durable, that's gonna last you a while without melting, I'd also say this one just because in general, it's the least stickiest. It's not gonna melt fast just because the glue is so thick. I don't know if you could like literally see it, but it's just such a thick glue. I sometimes like to go in with a little bit of clear glue in my thick slimes with glue all with this, and it does give it a little bit more gloss, but this is pure glue.